Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 3 and would like to present about recruitment and selection practice in Zalora. My name is Cik Siti Massitah binti IBERHIM.
My name is AHMAD RAMDZAN bin Muhammad YUNOS.
My name is ATHIRAH binti AZMI.
My name is SYAFIQ bin Muhammad NIZAM.
My name is TIRMIDZI bin Muhammad SAUFIE.
Let's start with some background information on Zalora. Zalora, which was established in 2012, is the leading internet fashion industry website in Southeast Asia. It is Asia's fastest growing fashion-based e-commerce platform. In the Southeast Asia region, the company's managing director are well-known names such as Chris Feng, Stephen Kim, and Luca Barberes, as well as Tito Costa, Michelle Ferrerio, and Tanwi. Ahmad Sarjono is a product manager for a large corporation. Global Fashion Group Marketplace co-founder Magnus Grimland served as the managing director of Zalora and as a co-founder of Global Fashion Group. Gunjan Soni has been the company's CEO since 2009 until now. Zalora operates as a privately held corporation. Zalora is Singapore's version of ASOS, Britain online retailer, and it operates in 8 countries including Malaysia, Indonesia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Thailand, Philippines, and Brunei. Over 500 national and international designers and brands are represented in stores' diverse inventory. Mango, Nike, Puma, Casio, Calvin Klein, Levi's, and other popular brands provide customers with the opportunity to sell hundreds of thousands of items in the areas of women's and men's fashion, apparel, and accessories. Customers can also sell shoes, bags, and beauty products through online marketplaces. Zalora's mission is provide passionate customers a dynamic, ever-evolving, and passionate business environment. Free return policy within 30 days as well as fast delivery within 1 to 3 days and even free delivery on some purchases are all attractive features offered by Zalora. It offers a variety of payment options including PayPal, MasterCard, Visa, CIMB clicks, and cash on delivery to make things easier for customers. Shopping at Zalora is simple and economical, and a team of expert advisors is available to assist customers around the clock 7 days a week. According to company annual report, the company has had outstanding sales results. For Malaysian branch, it has 2 locations, one for its e-commerce service in Kuala Lumpur and another for its warehouse in Shah Alam, Selangor. In December 2021, there were 2,542 people working for the company. Giulio Ziolianis is the company's managing director. Operation is intuitive and navigating is simple. Shopping is a secure and straightforward manner. Shipping is quick and delivery is free. Service that is both personal and comprehensive. Product line and membership options are available in Zalora.
Next, I will present a staffing organization challenge in Zalora. One of the challenges that Zalora faces is ghosting in the workplace. Employees are concerned about the growing trend of candidates who don't show up to scheduled interviews, don't arrive on the first day of work, or even quit without giving notice. This trend is known as ghosting in the workplace. Recruiters and hiring managers of Zalora said they are experiencing a surge of workers not showing at interviews or accepting a job only to never appear for the first day of work without any explanation. And the worst thing is, some employees are even quitting by walking out and saying nothing. Simply put, many job seekers do not want to have an uncomfortable conversation with a recruiter or manager. So, they take the easy way out by ghosting them. Ghosting in the current COVID-19 staffing market has become an even bigger issue. Employees have more options for employment and can move quickly from one job to the next. Ignoring employment offers, they choose not to accept or accept multiple offers at once. Besides, ghosting in the workplace in Zalora come in many forms, including the first one is no showing for an interview. This occurs when candidates do not show up to schedule interviews. This can happen for initial interviews further along in the hiring process. Next is no showing on the first day. This occurs when candidates accept a job offer but end up doesn't showing in their start date. The last one is quitting without notice. This occurs when an employee leaves for the day and is never heard from them again. Next major challenge for Zalora is to retain its valuable and talented employee. There are several challenges in employee retention. The first one is salary dissatisfaction. Every employee in Zalora or any company has a high salary expectation, and this is one of the major reasons why an employee quit their job. Retention becomes a problem when an employee quotes for an exceptional high salary, which is beyond the budget of the organization. Or the dissatisfied employee can negatively affect a company because they typically lack motivation, perform poorly, and possess negative attitude. Next challenge is hiring the wrong candidate. In this part, recruitment play an important role. This is because a right candidate hiring will give a good future to the company, and a wrong candidate hiring will give a bad future to the company. The right candidate is difficult to find because candidates speak all kinds of lies at the time of interview for getting a job. Last but not least, job rotation is also one of the challenges in employee retention. This is because any employees get bored if they do the same job for years. The job might be good and interesting at the starting phase, but soon it could become boring for them. If there is no job rotation, then such employee might leave their job for better opportunities, while others choose to stay and remain unhappy.
Moreover, I will describe staffing models recruitment. Staffing entails managing the flows of people into and within the organization as well as retaining them. We discovered that Zalora employs the staffing system components model. The core staffing process consists of several components that represent the steps and activities that occur during these flows. But what I do want to emphasize is the time flow that is taking place here. So, you are looking at the steps and activities that occur at various stages of employment, and there's a time frame from the top of the slide to the bottom, right? We progress from recruitment to selection to active decision making and finally individual employment. This emphasizes the interaction between the person and the organization and how it changes and develops at each stage of the staffing process. Staffing, as illustrated in the diagram, begins with a collaborative interaction between the applicant and the organization, which is Zalora. The candidate seeks the company and employment possibilities within it, whereas the organization seeks applicants for job openings that it now has or anticipates having. When it comes to recruiting specific categories of applicants, the company may be the dominating player or the aggressor. Simultaneously, one candidate may be aggressive and go to virtually any length to obtain a position with a specific organization. Most of the time, the staffing process comprises a more balanced and natural interaction between the candidate and the organization. The first stage of staffing is recruitment, which entails identification and attraction activities on the part of both the applicant and Zalora. First, Zalora will conduct screening to identify candidates with personalities and skills that are compatible with the organization. Then, moving on to the management section, where a human resource manager will review applicants who are a good fit for Zalora. Recruitment activities gradually transition into the selection stage and its associated activities. The focus is now on assessment and evaluation. Interviews were chosen as a selection technique by Zalora to know the applicants better through a formal conversation. This data, together with self-assessment of KSAO and motivation, is compared against the applicant's knowledge of work criteria and rewards to determine if a good person or job match is possible. Applicants who are a good fit for the job will be contacted later. At this stage, the company must select who will get what the job offer, what the offer's content will be, and how it will be written and presented to the candidate. Following that, if applicants show interest in the position, Zalora will meet with them to discuss a remuneration. The ultimate match occurs when candidates accept the offer presented by Zalora and a new job connection is created. The employment stage involves self-selection for the applicant, which relates to determining whether to continue in the staffing process or drop out. This option can be made at any point during the selection process, including the moment of the employment offer. If an application remains in the process until the final match, the applicant has elected to be a finalist. The applicant's ultimate decision is based on his or her overall assessment of the person's or job match compatibility. Along with this, I will show the interview session video conducted at Zalora.
Hello Syafiq and Massitah, welcome to Zalora. So, can you tell me about yourself? We start with Syafiq first.
My name is Muhammad Shafiq bin Muhammad Nizam. I am 28 years old. I hold a bachelor degree in accounting from UiTM Puncak Alam. I am currently employed as an account executive at Pembinaan Aktif Gemilang, Sdn Bhd, where I am in charge of our highest performing customer. In my previous position, I worked for an advertising firm where I was responsible for 3 separate significant national healthcare brands. And while I truly enjoy the work that I did, I would like the opportunity to work with a single e-commerce company for a longer period of time, which is why I am so happy about this opportunity to work with Zalora.
Sure, my name is SITI Massitah binti IBERHIM. I am 27 years old. I graduated with a business degree in 2018 and was offered an account management position from a telecommunications company I had interned with. I love working with customers and managing and growing my accounts, but the industry we were in just wasn't very appealing to me. After that, I stayed a full year and learned a ton about how to build and manage accounts successfully and landed up becoming a top performer in my group before leaving. I left at the 1-year mark to pursue a very similar position within an industry I'm much more excited about healthcare. I have been at this healthcare startup space for 2 years with this company and I feel ready to take my career to next level, so that is why I am currently looking for a new opportunity.
Why do you choose this company and why Zalora?
For me, I first found your company several years ago, and I was inspired by the tone and style of your brands. You market yourself to a millennial audience, which I can preferring to. After following you and observing your job opening for several years while working my ways up at a smaller marketing firm, I believe I am now ready to join your exceptional team, enhancing and driving forward a brand that is a natural extension of my own belief.
Actually, before the recruiter called me about this opportunity, I must admit that I didn't know much about your company. I've been doing some research and preparation for this interview, and I need to say that I'm impressed by your work and your vision for the future. I'm genuinely interested in getting more involved in the technological side of marketing, and I read that you are growing in that area. As an experience in accounting field while gaining more knowledge, I know I also can contribute a lot of value to the organization.
Okay, so the next question is, what challenge you had faced and how did you overcome it?
I was super introvert as a child, which was a result of some traumatized experience that I had in my early childhood. It had a negative impact on my both relationship and professional career. I will just sit and listen in the meeting and often answering questions with silence. But I eventually found the courage to work with a psychologist and undergo therapy. As a result, I overcame my mental block, started to trust people again, and even started a relationship. It wasn't an easy process, but I did not give up, and here I am, living quite a normal life now and interviewing for a great job with you.
To be honest, I haven't overcome any huge obstacles yet in my life. I am lucky enough to be healthy and to somehow thrive in most things I do. I know that some obstacles will come as on both in my personal and professional life, and I hope to be ready to face them. My goals and ambitions should drive me forward and help me overcome the obstacle on my way. My life has been easy up to this point, but I know that things can turn around pretty quickly. I believe to be ready for such a turnaround.
Last question for today. What brands do you shop in Zalora?
Topman is one of my favorite stores to shop at Zalora. I get most of my smart casual clothing from Topman. I find their design affordable and elegant. In particular, I bought many polo t-shirts from Topman over the years. I think I have about 5 currently because they fit like a charm and look great. In particular, I love how the sleeve hug my bicep, which make me look more athlete than I really am.
My favorite brand in your brand Zalora. In my opinion, people do not trust any other brand in the world as much as they trust Zalora because the shopping experience is flawless and the guarantees and buyer protection is bulletproof. It will be a dream come true to work for you and participate in building and solidifying the brand of Zalora.
Well, thank you for the answer given by both of you. Do you have any questions for us?
No, I don't have any question for now. Hope to work for you soon.
Me too. I don't have any question for now. I think I have a pretty good understanding of the requirements. I believe that I can handle it with ease, and the fact that your company will provide us the training. I hope to have the opportunity to work for you.
It is nice meeting you today. I can tell that both of you are good candidates. Expect to hear from us by email or phone call in 3 to 4 weeks or so about the jobs. Thank you for participating in today's interview sessions.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Now, I want to share about several suggestions for improvement in selection and recruitment of Zalora. First, utilize social media for promoting jobs. Zalora should utilize social media to attract people to join their organization. They have promoted the jobs available in several websites such as LinkedIn and JobStreet, but there is not enough as other competitors also apply this method. In addition, they already have several social media accounts such as TikTok and Instagram. They should use this platform not only for promoting products, but also they can take this chance to recruit workers by promoting jobs available there. Moreover, as Zalora have many competitors that have similarity with them, they should make their organization more unique than others. They should show the job culture in the organization, best thing in the workplace, or any other benefits that people will find interesting and become more motivated to join their company. Second, focus on recruitment from internship. Zalora, as many other companies, also allow the students in our country to apply for internship at their company. And currently, they have 13 available positions for students to join them under internship program. Zalora should focus on employing the intern in their companies to join their group as permanent workers. There are many benefits for Zalora if they apply this action. First, they can acknowledge the skill and behavior of their future workers as they have shown their capabilities in doing job during the intern session. By doing so, they have a great opportunities to have a good workers compared to recruiting workers from the external, as Zalora only has a limited time and resources to value them. And lastly, by this action, Zalora also can reduce reliance on other organizations to finding employees. And lastly, provide job audition for every job position. A job audition is a simulation or trial of the role for which candidate has applied, also known as a work test, skill assessment, or case study. A job audition will let you assess a lot about the candidates based on a real-world scenarios. Why job audition is important? It is because normally the recruitment process practiced by many other organizations, including Zalora, are based on a resume, interviewings, and reference check. However, these three indicators really tell you very little about a candidate is capable of. In addition, it also has its own weaknesses that will affect the result of the recruitment process. For example, a resume has its own weakness, as nearly 50% of candidates lie on their resume, according to a survey made by a career builder. So that is why the best way to predict whether someone will be a strong performer is to ask them to do a job audition. The combination of a technical test, role play scenarios, and exercise that mimic what the successful candidate will be required to do on the job tell you more than any traditional hiring practice. That's all from me. Thank you.
As for conclusion, it is hard for Zalora to maintain integrity as the largest and fastest growing fashion-focused e-commerce site in Southeast Asia. Zalora has attempted to stay relevant as COVID-19 emerged in 2019 by continuing to be part of any brand strategy all over the world. In order to provide an enjoyable shopping experience as consumers become more comfortable with buying online, retailers must tweak and adapt their strategies. When it comes to retaining their position, Zalora emphasized the importance of their employees. Since with the employees, Zalora will not be the leading online fashion industry website in Southeast Asia. Employees are one of the Zalora's driving force and crucial to its success and profitability. Recruiting talented employees and making them valuable is imperative. Nevertheless, when it comes to selecting candidates, managers should apply a variety of techniques to evaluate how well their selection methods will predict the employee's performance in the future. For an example, Zalora can try to collect information on the employees and try to increase their understanding of the candidates, then make predictions about the candidate's behavior. As methods of finding and engaging employment are rapidly changing nowadays, Zalora is facing some difficulties and new challenges. There are several steps and processes that need to be followed to hire new employees, such as job applications and interview that must be complete to be hired by the company. Zalora also has a unique recruitment and selection process compared to other companies where they employ both internal and external recruitment using selection procedures to improve their workforce, and Zalora human resource management strategies are one of the best in its industry. However, some new improvement needs to be done to enhance their capacity to recruit and retain their top talent in their organizations. So that brings us to the end of the presentation for today. I sincerely appreciate your interest and attention. So despite the COVID-19 pandemic we are facing right now, I hope that everyone will comply with the SOP provided by NSC, and please stay safe. Thank you.